anymore. I don't know what to make of it. But let's take this time to just go over the map like I said I would before. Oh, they've started.
For fuck's sake. John says they started.
They've started.
We're live!
Joseph's coming in hot. He takes an early sticky from the demo man Hildred, but he's going to try and get that health pack if he's able to. And he comes back into this mid with the heals. Bite's going to get the heals onto him, which is what you want to do on this map. And the soldiers are going to come in as well. But the rollouts were kind of iffy looking for both sides as they both went ways. They were able to get stickied out of the mid fight. And it's going to be a very unorthodox mid. But the heals are going to stay up for TCM, and that's what wins mid fights. As Bite is able to get that Uber, and Bullet does not stay up in that. So it looks like TCM is going to take this mid fight.
A couple of things to notice there. Boule had crits on that middle. He didn't manage to survive long enough to make it happen. And again, we saw the Decerto scouts managing to survive whilst Droso had died. If the heals hadn't been great or the position wasn't so strong there for TCM, they were able to control that choke point with the demo man. You could have seen it go either way. It might have swung in favour of Decerto with that double scout power, but it didn't happen. And now Bite sitting with a big Uber advantage yet again. The mastermind at work. He's going to work his way through the valley. He's going to bring war. It could be a single Uber here. All 8 seconds on his high damaging demo man. It's going to force a lot of players out, but does manage to get that frag onto Hildreth, who was the centre of his attention. Hardly even took his buff off actually. And it seems like TCM sort of telegraphed that one, maybe popped the Uber off a little bit early, and now that might allow Decerto back in the game. They're going to have a real opportunity to push here, Beasly.
Yes, they are, and that was actually a very nice push through the alleyway side onto 2, because it's very, very hard to get through the but they weren't able to take down Bullet, and he's going to get that Uber, and he wants to push out with his demo man and his scout through the left side, and Bite knows that they're going to be pushing, so he just wants to get this Uber. Hildreth is able to come out, shoot them out of the way, and they're going to get some cap time onto this. But if you're TCM right now, you do not want them to just get this point for free, but it looks like they're just going to let them. Actually, as I'm saying that, Forsaken is in position to jump in through the alleyway side, but he's not going to be able to do anything. And the Uber's going to even out because Bite has been building quite a bit, actually. Forsaken jumping around, getting those health packs. We're not going to watch him anymore. He's just waiting under the point, actually. Nobody knows he's there. Do you see this, Admirable?
He's a ghost. He's a ghost. Just,
Nobody knows he's there.
Drifted in behind now. He's onto the medic. Uses a rocket to jump. Oh, hits a couple of rockets there onto an Ubered medic. He popped off, got that force though. And Bite is holding quite aggressively here with war. He was hoping to see some Decerto players get real mad and do a rage push. But meanwhile, he waits and waits. Shifty comes in on the flank there, gets the force onto Bite. So both roamers doing work. And stickies have been spotted. Hildreth had stickies there on the iron sheets surrounding the point. But, oh, they get taken down there. And Sheepy runs into a trap from war. And this is just going back and forth, swings and roundabouts. But it looks like Decerto will lose that CP4, CP2 yet again. Sheepy's going to spawn probably on Sniper or Heavy or something as Decerto seek to hold here. Will TCM push in dry again? I doubt it.
It's really very, very difficult to push in dry on Metalworks last because usually there's going to be a Heavy. In this current situation, there is no Heavy for Decerto, but they might change their minds very soon after this. They're going to try and push out with this minor Uber advantage, and they are able to take down Forsaken. But now they have to find Bite with this Uber to stop him from getting that, because he is 5% away from capping that point right
War's
back.
on last! Scout comes in as well. Droso's looking for the cleanup here, but he's getting focused down by 2 scouts, stunned into the air there by scatter shots. And Clar, War and Droso all trying to make it happen on the flanks. Couldn't. And Bite has managed to hold on to his Uber though, so he will be at least able to shore up the defenses onto middle here. They could push in with Forsaken if they want it, but he's lacking that shotgun. He is roaming at the minute. Flip well in position here. And just the threat of that Uber charge, the buzzing sound is enough to intimidate Decerto. They're going to back off and try and get their own charge up. But will TCM push in time to make this Uber matter, or will it end up in another stalemate, Beasly? I think the latter.
I'm still trying to figure out what prompted everybody on TCM to just die there. As we're going to see, again, the good Uber coming out from Bite in that alleyway side. It's very difficult to push through choke again, as Shifty's going to wait underneath and wait for these Ubers to end up. And he sees the medic, he sees what he has to do. He has no real jumping routes other than the alleyway. We're going to see some nice jumps out of him, but the rest of the team is able to get Bite down to 30 HP. And now they're going to try their hardest to reset as the flank comes in onto Bite. The demo, Hildreth, is just getting stickies everywhere. They are really just muscling their way through, because who the hell needs Uber? Right or wrong? They
You're
do,
right, but
because Hildreth goes down. Furbo goes down. Everybody's going down. They have overextended a little bit too far there, or a lot bit too far. Who knows? Who cares? They've all died. And now Bite sees that and is whipping everybody. He's playing Soldier and Highlander right now, ladies and gentlemen. He is pushing them all the way into last because they've got this. But Bullet does have Uber, so...
Oh,
He gets
no.
the Uber.
He gets it just in time. Shifty is super weak there. Runs away from his medic and that life-saving Uber into the loving embrace of Clar's buckshot. He will die, and Bite sitting now with 100% charge to Bull's 10. Big advantage situation here. They're going to push without Clar. He will not get any of these sweet, sweet Uber advantage frags. Oh! Forsaken bombs straight in through the window. Trick jump there. Lands in, gets a frag onto Hildreth. No demo man now. They can play the point, but they're just taking their sweet time about it. They don't want to rush into this. No, they just step forward, doing a little bit of ballroom dancing there, back and forth. But they step on the point. It's going to be a cap. 1-0 TCM.
Yeah, I'm glad that we finally saw a capture of the last point. I'm going to watch Hildreth's point of view on this mid. His rollout is actually going very, 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 very fast. He opts to roll out the left side. That's a side where he can get a lot of good spam onto the scouts and the soldiers coming out of their left side. And again, he stickies out that scout, but he takes a good sticky in from War. So the rest of the team is able to come in. We're going to see Shifty going for a big, big bomb, able to take down War, knocks Bite out of the fight. He is absolutely useless in this fight now. TCM has no heals on this fight. But, Bulle and the rest of his team, you know, his merry band of misfits are just going to back away because maybe Shifty didn't call that, or maybe everybody died, and it is because everybody died. And that seems to be happening a lot. They, I don't know why.
Yeah, Hildreth really got held up there by Forsaken. He was drawing his attention. He was trying to keep Bull alive, and meanwhile the rest of Decerto bombed in and just got insta-up. They did manage to get a demo pick, but didn't get Bite. And as such, I mean, Hildreth was distracted. He wasn't able to follow up on that damage. That's really what Decerto needed there to come out tops. But didn't happen, and now they're defending their last again. But at least this time they have an overcharge. As TCM pour in from the left-hand side in the attacking perspective, they've lost Clar and Flip. Add Drosu to that list, and this is looking like a little bit of a field push here from TCM. As long as Bite and War get out, they might be able to hold on to CP2. But already, you're going to see Forsaken getting chased down. War overcommits as well. Bite is going to run here for his life. He should survive. Lots of tight angles on this map make it hard to get up any speed. Bite survives, and there is a sniper on the field. It's going to be Flip watching that main entrance.
Yeah, you said it very nicely. This map has a lot of good exits for medics, and it's really hard to track them down. A lot of the time, you just wind up getting yourself killed chasing. But War stayed in very, very late in that last push. We're going to see Decerto opt to push in without Uber as Shifty is taken down by a nice shot from Flip. So there's no roaming soldier bombs for Decerto, and TCM's going to be able to hold on to that. Thankfully, they had that sniper. Usually, it turns out the other way, and everybody curses the sniper and says, "Damn it, why are you playing sniper?" It worked that time. And Bite knows that the other team has Uber, so they're going to try and get in there and force it, and they are able to, but War is going to go down here. He's dropped by Bite, who gets that Uber, and they have a much, much better Uber here, and they're going to try and use it to get into 2. But Hildreth is trying his heart out to stop them from doing so, and he does. He's actually able to get away with 23 HP.
Oh, that was so unlucky for Clar there. Like, juggled Hildreth into the corner, but he actually able to get down that drop down. And
Yeah.
now it's just looking grim here for TCM. They've got horrible position, and they've got a sniper to protect their men. As Shifty goes in and whiffs it, gets denied by the SMG. The SMG defense, too strong. Sky's gonna run in here onto Hildreth, who is getting separated from his medic Bull. Bull wants to go in and save him. He looks longingly across the middle, but no, his true love is dead, and he runs for CP2 here. He's going to get chased by War, though he's hot on his heels, and the health isn't great here for Decerto. War just keeps walking forward and spamming those stickies. Decerto will have to concede this point, I feel.
Yeah, they will probably have to concede this point. But these scouts aren't really getting enough cap time to allow Bite and his merry band of misfits over there to push into last instead of capping the point. They probably could have been able to use that Uber advantage, might not have known they had it. It's okay, it happens to everybody. But we're going to see another stalemate, unfortunately. and Flip is no longer on Sniper. So they're going to opt to just try and sneak their way in and trade these Ubers. From the right side, it looks like Forsaken wants to go in, and he does. He bombs in there, and he's able to force that Uber. But Clar with a nice force.
Clar in, and they probably threw in too many players there. Clar actually had forced it all on his own with a nice wall shot there that Bull had to pop to save himself against. And the fact that TCM have lost 3 players is like an open goal here for Decerto to just go out and get the force. They haven't managed to do it, but it looks like they themselves will lose a few players. There's a 5 HP scout running around here somewhere. To see Shifty die as well. Sheepy will get cleaned up, but Sheepy got Forsaken as well. That might slow things down here for TCM. He could have had a 2-man advantage there, but find themselves only 1 up. And obviously that Uber charge is in favour of Bull, and it's creeping forward slowly but surely. Will Decerto manage to make a successful push out? I'm not sure, because the soldier's coming in. Clar trying to emulate his previous medic force with a pick, but doesn't get it this time. Bull's going to survive. Bite goes down though. Bite getting caught out there trying to help War with a little bit of aggression. And this is a real slam dunk for Decerto. They have to make this one count. They have to push out and try and get back onto middle. It's been struggling so far. And now they're scared. There's players on the flanks. They should spot those stickies on the crate as well. War has got many booby traps here. And more soldiers are playing into the face of Bull. This is just a... Oh, Iron Man mode here. How is he holding on to this Uber?
I don't understand what TCM is thinking. Whenever they try to force an Uber with a roaming soldier, they send in 2 scouts along with a demo man and a medic. And everybody just dies. So something's got to change if they want to capture a second last point in this map. What did I miss?
Oh, Bull held that Uber for so long, but as they were finally getting ready to push in there, Sheepy died and Zub died. That whole thing was like... Do you ever see that movie Final Destination where they're always showing you horrible ways where people are about to die, and then it's not the thing you think it's going to be? He survived the sticky trap, the soldier bombs, then walks in, drops 2 players and gets chased out himself, and now he's just left with this horrible memory. He's going to build up his Uber on last, but Bites here with 90%, and I think they're about to crush some face on last year. Not going to call it too early, Beasly.
You never want to call anything too early because we don't want Bite to win this match. Just kidding, we love you, Bite. Bite's got a nice Uber here, but they want to stop Bully from being able to get his Uber. Some nice frags coming out from the scouts, but everybody else is kind of opting to back out there.
I jinxed it.
And they probably don't need to. They could probably stay in there and fight and just, spam the point and be able to play that point. As they get some nice frags, Forsaken goes in, he sees it, he can get in there, and he jumps in, gets some kills. But
got the medic.
Everybody else is too far back.
Turbo standing on the head of Flip there for a second as well.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty funny.
He can block the point there, it seems. I thought he could block, but no. He got capped anyway.
War had some good stickies on that point. I don't know. I don't think they thought that TCM was going to push in there, and they all went back for resub. Let's see what War does on this mid fight. He's going to opt to go the right side. He probably wants to get some good stickies onto their demo man and onto their soldier before he bombs out. He's actually not hitting much, as Bully and their scouts are going to try and get up that ramp side. He's healing up Hildred. No real bombs coming out from either soldier. As I say that, Clar comes in with a big bomb and is able to take out the heal for Decerto. So, now we're going to see Bite want to heal up his team, keep them alive, and just chariot across the point with that. And it's just not able to happen. He's not able to get into the point.
Hildred should be reloading his stickies here and trying to control ground. But he spammed off a few pipes and then backed out. Could have maybe got that force there, but he has a scout, Furbo, who seems determined to make something happen. He's going to take on a scout duel against Droso, who has a buff there. But meanwhile, the back cap's on its ×3 onto CP4 here as Shifty and Sheepy managed to clean up some respawn frags and cap that point and really throw their team a lifeline, Beasly.
Yeah, I've just been shouted at. I've been I can't say this right now as Hildreth goes down by Flip and the Uber spots by TCM, and they're just cleaning everybody up. Big plays out from War as he takes down Zub and Bull. As I was saying, I've been snapped at for pronouncing his name incorrectly. It is actually Bull. I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry, man. I spent the last cast of the last 2 calling him Boule. But yeah, it's Bull. Someone on YouTube told me, thanks. Love all your pronunciation tips, but we're just uncultured Irish swines. You're gonna see War and Bite stream forward here, but there is a little bombing from Shifty. He does find the pocket Clark. Meanwhile, there's action going on here as Decerto's demo man Hildreth gets pressured out by Flip FL1P. Doing work, gonna get Bull as well. Just goes huge there, but meanwhile, the action is not looking favourable for the rest of TCM as Bite gets chased down, hounded by Sheepy there into the valley and alley, and probably ending up as a poor engagement for TCM. They didn't lose middle, but it's going to be a significant advantage here for Bull, who's already building. Didn't go crits. And will Bite go crits? No, he's going to stay mid again. I might see a sniper from Flip though. Please, let my prediction powers work. No! No!
Yeah! Oh, he really pooped on your pancakes there. But that's going to cue the push from Decerto, who don't have Uber, but they know that this is a very, very, very easy point to push in and bully the other team out because it's easy to get a lot of spam onto them. But it's not working for them, as War's damage is just way too much for them. And he's able to take down Hildreth to 24 HP, and he's going to run. But,
Forsaken got a big pick onto Boule as well there. On entrance,
yeah.
Medic down instantly.
Forsaken's having a great game.
Yeah, man, I really was impressed by a few of his performances last season. He doesn't really get a lot of credit, but he is a fairly formidable roamer. Doing work here for Bites TCM. If you have just joined us, this is Team Fortress TV with Admirable, Beasly and Jon. We're for ETF2L Season 16 powered by Blackout Gaming Premiership. It's a Week 3 fixture between TCM and Decerto. We saw TCM take Badlands. Map 1 already 7-3, and right now they're storming ahead with a 2-0 lead here on Metalworks as they get ready to push into last with a big Uber advantage. Beasly. Uh-oh.
Oh, and the bomb comes out onto Bull, and he is able to take down Bull, Hildreth, and Shifty. Nice job by Forsaken, and TCM has cleaned up everybody and are able to take this point 3-0 in favor of TCM.
Baby, TCM are looking strong here. Decerto just can't seem to get a foothold in the game. Things haven't been going their way. Forsaken, a constant thorn in their side. Here we see Hildreth rolling out into the lobby, going to drop down low, put Stickies up high, but doesn't realise that even though he was faster, his powers of deduction were not good. War went to the other side, his initial damage hasn't been that strong. We're going to see a double soldier bomb here from TCM, but it's more of a bait. They just jump up top, don't commit to, and then drop back, trying to encourage some Decerto players to overextend, but already Decerto find themselves a man down as their roamer Shifty goes in and dies. And slowly but surely, TCM are just going to grind them out in this middle, walk forward. Dib will find Drozo though, that might equalise things. Hildreth also finds Forsaken. It turns into a 4-on-4 game. It will be equal Ubers, but TCM have only 2 players remaining. Bite getting isolated. No, manages to get out with 30, then pops off. He's going to send in Flip here, and Bite will run. No, Bite commits to this. Bite's going to commit. Kills himself. Well played, Bite. That's what you need to do.
It was a good try. I mean, there's nothing else he could do. He had to pop that Uber, and why not get a
He's
scout
winning
in there
3-0, man. He can go and do something crazy in the middle
if he wants. He can do whatever he wants. Have you seen the clock, by the way?
Oh, I just reloaded it. It always gets stuck for me on map change, but yes.
That clock is at 11 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. And Decerto knows that, and they know they have to get points on the board, so they're going to pop this Uber in through the shutter door and walk right through that bridge, tanking their demo man, Hildreth, their mighty demo man, as their soldiers are going to get some nice shots onto the spawn. But Bull is in trouble. Bull is in a lot of trouble, and he's cleaned up by Drozo. War with a pipe onto Furbo, and Decerto is not able to capture.
There's no focus fire going on there from Decerto. If Hildreth stopped for a second as he was walking forward, focusing all his damage and failing to kill that heavy, he would have realised that his teammates were crying out for 1 or 2 stickies on the left. If he'd landed any in there, he would have picked up scout, soldier frags, all sorts, and he probably would have won that. He did get a bite though, so we'll give the guy some credit. But Hildreth, pay attention, stop with the tunnel vision.
Womp womp.
Call out.
Bite is he's got to build this Uber. But you know, from what it looks like to me, Admirable, both of these teams are fuzzy, with the fuzziness leaning a little more towards Decerto, who they keep trying to push through choke points, and they can't really do that as Shifty jumps in trying to make the big plays because his medic is dead, and they need to stop Bite from getting Uber, and he's not able to do that. So TCM's just gonna cap up this point. Furbo sees the Demo Man War trying to get into lobby, and it looks like they might be pushing this from the choke point as they're about to get this Uber. War is going to get some stickies onto the bridge, stop any soldiers from jumping onto his face and stopping it. But they're starting to see it's a little hard to get in through that choke point. And what are the roamers up to? Shifty is walking under the bridge. He's done this quite a few times. He knows if they come in through choke, he's going to be on their head and try and force War to go down that drop down, just like Hildreth was forced before when he got away with 24 HP.
Bite is loving this situation. He's like, yep, I'm 3-0 up. There's less than 10 minutes left on the clock, which is really, whenever I see, if I'm losing in an official and it's gone past 10 minutes, that's the point where I really start to panic. I start coming out with the crazy plays, and Bite, he's just milking it, man. He's loving this. He's just going to sit here and not take on any coin flip engagements. Now he sees the Uber come in first from Decerto. He's going to send War forward. He's going to let him off the leash a little bit. Now he's telling him to come back. We haven't got enough damage done. Just drop back and let them come to you, War. Let them walk in to your sick pipes. Oh, he does it. Unable to save Forsaken. Actually, Flip as well didn't get the memo. And it looks like a few easy soft frags given away on the flank there. Clar as well. And TCM let down there by their flank. I feel Decerto now with an opportunity to push into middle here, Beasly. Not much in it in terms of Ubers, but the position and the man advantage is far superior right now for Decerto. They're going to get War. Bite is probably going to get saved by his spawns. Droso will go down as well, just because he's Droso. Loves to die. Let's check out his death stats at the end of the round.
Oh, we will definitely look at his death stats at the end of the round. But, you know, it's starting to show what you're talking about. It looks like Bite and TCM just want to wait for that clock to run down, but there's still a lot of time for Decerto to capture the last and win this game, as the Uber is popped in onto the second point, and TCM are forced to just back up and wait for their Uber as they get it. Bite does not want to give up this point, and the Uber comes out. They're going to chase down those frags. They're looking for the medic. They see that the Demo Man and the medic bull are forced into this little shutter door alleyway hole cubby thing, and they clean them up, and they're just going to barrel their way right through. You are absolutely right. The Decerto is just making very questionable pushes. I don't think the Uber was needed to be popped there that early. They probably could have waited, and you know, TCM was just able to capitalize on that and get some good frags. As War sees Shifty jumping in onto the second point, Shifty has no idea what he's going to do, and is he still behind them?
Oh,
he is still behind. Can he do it? He can not do it.
Bite still on 125 HP. He wasn't even remotely scared there. Shifty dropping down some ion cannons there from orbit. Couldn't land any onto Bite. And eventually goes down, and Decerto definitely deserve to be losing this game right now. Their pushes have been pretty abominable, and you can tell that by the fact that they have 0 rounds on the board. They're about to get Uber charged though. Bite's had it for a while, and it will turn into a little bit of an Uber stalemate, but Bite is going to lead with charge here. Instant counter Uber from Bull, so nothing to be gained there. No milks involved. The milking partner is empty right now. Bite has just found himself trapped by stickies and scatterguns. The blue wave envelops them, and finally Decerto are gifted an opportunity here. They didn't really earn this one, man. They were just gifted it by a bit of an overzealous push there from TCM. Step your team up, Decerto.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that from both sides, and I think they just need to slow it down, really. And Decerto is just going to capitalize on the unbelievable speed of TCM, and that speed a lot of the time forces you to make mistakes, and that's exactly what happened there.
Watching the Hildreth rollout, he has been a little bit faster in the middle. He's not doing the Cadis trademark rollout where you do some insane air sticky and rump slide. He's come to middle, and he's not really any faster than War this time. Both Demo Men will loft stickies across middle at each other now. Hildreth turns his attention to the scouts. He's trying to isolate Flip, but hasn't really succeeded. Shifty going to go in with that direct bomb that has been so unsuccessful for him this far, and surprise, surprise, doesn't make anything happen with it. Forsaken also getting shut down, and oh wow, War catches Hildreth with a beautiful pipe, and Decerto seem to be getting the worst end of this middle by far. Only Bull remains alive, and he's just getting surrounded. Maybe TCM are going to cage him up there and keep him as a pet. Nope, he's dead.
I don't think that Bite has died on a single mid in this map. Am I wrong?
I gotta say yes, you're not wrong.
I don't think he has, and they're playing their heels, and they're just able to keep that Uber advantage and pushing the last. Now, there's 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this match, and Byte does have the 3-1 advantage in this game, so we might just see him push and cycle the Ubers and settle for a big old stalemate here with a heavy. Otherwise, we'll see a nice push, and it looks like they want to take these scouts in through the left side, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They take the scouts in, but Byte is waiting for the rest of his team. He gets War. War is taken down by Furbo. That's a very big pick. The rest of the team are going to jump over onto that bridge, and Decerto is able to hold that point. So maybe we should have seen Byte just sit back and wait, because there is still plenty of time for Decerto to win this game. If they are able to just cap this point and keep it on moving, we're going to see a golden cap.
So much time it's happened, man. Though I shouldn't mention actually, Kurt to the caster is a very real thing.
10 minutes.
You're right. Certainly we're going to roll in here, but you know Forsaken's going to bomb in and either kill Bull or just force his Uber. Because nobody's been able to handle that so far. There is actually an Uber popped off for fear of stickies towards deaths, and then the Uber comes in, and wow, Decerto just throw it away again. I'm just going to do nothing but slate Decerto for the remaining 10 minutes. 5 auto passed by, and 8 more to come. I hate Decerto.
Yeah,
done. Shocked.
questionable by Decerto, but
Oh, you got a robot there, Beasly. I'm gonna jump in and just talk over you. I think someone is raping your connection there. Oh, I'm not allowed to say rape, damn it. Having unconsensual sexual intercourse with your connection right now, Shirky, and the into lobby. Get a little air shot onto Flip there, but right now this is a bit of a shitty situation. But Byte's gonna go down to Furbo, who came in as everybody was looking at those two soldiers. Beasly, are you okay? Robot Beasly, from the future, have you come back from 2044 to cast this game? Say beep boop. Oh, he's gone. Oh, damn it! Don't worry, Jon casted it. Hey guys, you just can't hear it. You maybe get it on pods. Silent cast from Jon. Beasly continues to talk. He just coming out as a total robot. And he's telling me it's me? Both of us are robots. What the hell's going on? Is our mumble being DDoSed? Jon, talk to me.
Hello. Oh. We're both lagging out. We're gonna cast.
Let's do it quickly.
This match regardless. The best cast.
Sign building will give 2 to.
How do I sound, Beasly?
You sound like a godsend. How do I sound?
Oh, you sound like the opposite of a robot, some sort of human being machine. This is amazing. We were having, our mumble server was having a little bit of a panic attack there, and I thought I was trying to cast for Beasly, and he thought he was trying to cast for me, like he was doing me a favour. But we were both robots. We were being assimilated there by the Borg, and hopefully it's nice and clear now. The panic of the RoboCast is over. We saw some crazy Kritzkrieg action there, but the score remains 3-1 to TCM, and now there's only a minute left. Beasly, that was some crazy action, and everybody missed it because we were robots.
I was casting my little heart out. I was just doing
I was
all the
screaming over the top
play-by-play.
of you as well, and I could hear like this stuttering, hyped American coming in as well. Oh man. Oh, Forsaken goes in there and gets denied by Hildreth, and that's just the cast that got away. People will never hear those amazing few minutes of casting.
That drop, when that drop came in, my voice just went through the roof. That was an absolutely unbelievable Kritzkrieg, and War just really hit some nice shots. But there are 20 seconds remaining, and this is a 3-1 game, so Bull is going to go out there and, you know, try to get some Uber saws, maybe get one more Uber for the stat page. But this game is just about over. 3-1 in favor of TCM, and they win both maps.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boo. TCM 1. Boo. Boo. Oh, Bite is the guy that everybody loves to hate, but he played another sick game there. Look at that, big 101 points on the board. Century game from Bite. I'm going to have to give him man of the match. Without even looking at the logs, that guy, he's playing like a beast.
Yeah, he absolutely played out of his mind, and he kept his team in it the entire time. I'm probably going to have to give him the man of the match there.
I will pop open the logs, though. I'm sure John is going to bring them up on the stream as well. I'm sure. I feel like Flip had a big game. Cheating and looking at the scoreboard, of course. But Flip and War, as I sort the logs by damage, Hildreth actually sneaking ahead of War there. Putting out 11k. Big Demo Man map. I feel a lot of choke points. And a lot of opportunities there. Let me just see here. Flip not doing great, actually. I have to eat my words. War with 31 frags, though. That's pretty decent, right?
Yeah, that's pretty decent. My eyes are instantly averting to Sheepy, though. And he just wasn't able to have a very good
Lonely
match.
game at the bottom there.
Yeah, and that might have attributed to the scoreline of this match. But yeah, Hildreth did a lot of work on this map. But he did die 3 more times, didn't have as much assists or frags as War. And it just keeps showing War just keeps putting on that damage, getting those frags, and games.
And look at Droso, man, only 15 deaths. He's actually way down near the bottom. Forsaken, 27 deaths. He's a roamer. We can allow it. We did check Droso's deaths. Confirmed then, Droso is actually a smart guy. He's not an idiot. Well played, Droso. Well played, sir. Apologies again for our robot performance there, but what are you going to do? It's the internet, man. Oh. I've had a lot of fun tonight, Beasly.
That was a lot of fun. I had an absolutely amazing time, but Team Timeout kind of left me bitter and disappointed because I wanted to have a little bit of rambling with my good buddy Admirable in this cast. And only one pause. What is that?
Oh yeah, only one pause. That's true, actually. That was surprising. The security must be getting better. Instead of the games that were getting DDoSed, it seemed like our Mumble was taking the big hit there. But, or maybe it was just us. I don't know. Anyway, I think we should wrap it up right here. You should sing us out. Nice. Nice. I thought you were going to panic there, but you came up with the goods. You've made the A-list. You're now in the inner circle. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is there a red carpet?
There isn't, no, but you get invited to all those crazy swingers parties with me and John.
No, that
John's saying as well you can come to the next Insomnia LAN. I-52, you can stay at his house as well. His mum says it's fine.
I want nothing less than that.
Okay, if you have to join us, you missed it all. Idiot. It's teamfortress.tv with Admirable, Beasly and John. You just missed the ETF2L Season 16 powered by Blackout Gaming Premiership Week 3 fixture between TCM and Team Decerto. It was 2 maps, Badlands and Metalworks, as we do in Europe. TCM took Badlands 7-3 and Metalworks to convincing 3-1. It's going to be a full 6 points for them in the ETF2L. Decerto.
Did you just... Was that a Thurin? Thurin? Did you say Thurin for the score for Metalworks there?
3.
Trying to put those two numbers together?
3-1. I just speak very quickly. That's how I roll. You know? You understood what I meant, right?
I understood.
Wow. Give us a final thought, basically, you know? Drop a pearl of wisdom here, and we'll let it hang in the air.
The final thought for this match, coming straight out of New York City from North America, not New York City, North America in general, is Sean Beasly coming in telling you exactly what he thought of that match. Alright, I thought that honestly, both of these teams just kept pushing in too fast. Alright, and they wasn't using their shoddy boom bodies enough. You know what I'm saying? And if they would have just done that, it probably would have been better. If they would have just sent in their Roma, who doesn't have a shoddy boom body, alone to force the Uber and didn't lose 4 people every time, it probably would have been a much faster match. in my opinion. For both sides.
That was better than I could have possibly imagined. Thank you, and good night.